Riding around a stolen vehicle, the gang spotted a group of ops in the neighborhood. The new member, Kody Scott, was handed a sawed-off shotgun and ordered to put some work in, and was told not to come back unless the shotgun was empty. Think twice before you hop in a car with a bunch of killers. You follow orders. If not, you get dealt with. Now, the nickname Monster comes from him allegedly stumping a guy repeatedly that his face became deformed. Now, it was said that he stumped the guy for 20 minutes. Now, it sounds like someone exaggerated the story. To stump a guy for 20 minutes straight, that's a whole workout, especially for a 13-year-old, because he was 13 when it happened. But he did leave the guy in a coma. A couple of Crips were at the scene when police arrived, and they heard the cops call him a monster, so the nickname stuck. He was with the gunplay at the age of 14. Now, the child with a gun is twice as dangerous as an adult with one. At 14, he was arrested for his first shooting, for shooting a man for assaulting his younger brother. He played a major role in the beef between the 8 Trays and the Rolling 60s. See, at first, it was all about that squabble, as West Coast people would say. But some guys would take it to the next level with that heat. Once someone was shot, that's when everybody went out and got some firepower. That was back when everything was on site. Broad daylight shootings. That's when the drive-by was popular. Just imagine living in a neighborhood when a car full of shooters could light up the block at any moment, not knowing if they could spin the block. Now, and I can't imagine having to watch what colors I wear. Sometimes I like to throw on the baby blue Pradas. You know what I'm saying? I like to throw on red sometimes. So motherfuckers was getting pressed for wearing these colors, and that's the one thing people on the East Coast don't understand. See, I'm from the East Coast, so I can't imagine, man. He was 16 during these wars. Damn, I'm thinking now, like, what was I doing at 16? I was playing 2K. You know, I was chasing females playing 2K. You know, I wasn't really, into the streets, but yeah, he was 16 during these wars, and he was actually shot 6 times in 1980 by the Rolling 60s, and he was lined up by a group of females. The easiest way to get a rival is through a female, but eventually he would survive high off of PCP, so that PCP saved him from them 6 shots. When he was shot, his life flashed before his eyes, and he saw the faces of all of his past victims. A 16-year-old having past victims, that shit just sound crazy. That shit ain't normal. This guy was literally raised by gangbangers. One thing about Cali, the craziest hoods look like the suburbs. Like, you can think everything is sweet. You go out to the suburbs, you probably get an Airbnb. That shit look nice, but that shit in the middle of a hood. And that shit look clean. Like, you have the palm trees with the nice driveways, the parking garage. You got the clean lawns, but the area could be full of gangsters. But he died in 2021. Before he died, it's been alleged that he was struggling. He was found inside a tent for the homeless. Now, I've been to Cali one time, that was last year, and I was on Venice Beach. I was driving on the highways, and I seen like whole communities full of tents. That was the first time seeing all that shit. So yeah, it's crazy. So he was in one of those tents, But it's crazy because he was the OG that put his life on the line for a set, and no one was there to help him. Like, seeing an OG struggle, like, what's up with the young fellas, man? Like, listen, I ain't part of the gang culture or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a question. But fellas getting into the streets, dying behind a set, a color, or block doesn't benefit you at all. The only thing you get is people calling you a hood legend. They not checking on your kids when you get life in prison. No kites being sent. Just people screaming free you time to time. But that's all I got for now, man. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. Thanks for tuning in. I'm out.